Hi, I'm Ullman. Welcome to Parenting, Navigating Everything, the channel where we equip and empower you as a parent to navigate all aspects of parenting in this modern culture we live in today. Today, this video might help you if your child is struggling with mental health, and it might also help you if you're struggling. First off, I want to say up front, I am not a counselor. I'm not a doctor. I'm a speaker who speaks on mental health, and I'm also someone who has been on an 8-year journey with mental health. I also want to say that if you are watching this video today and you are in crisis, you are not working, you are not going to school, you are not functioning, this video is not for you. You need to get help now. You need to talk to your doctor, a counselor, maybe a psychiatrist, and you might need to be put on meds. Now, after you talk to those people, I still think these things are very important for you to look into. Now, for the most part, I find that many of us are functioning in life, but we're also struggling. You have a panic attack every now and then. You might feel anxious at work or at school. Maybe you feel blah in life, sort of the beginning of depression, or you're kind of in minor depression. You have sleeping issues, and you think maybe your sleep issues are related to anxiety or depression. Now, you get my point. There's many things you could be struggling with. I can't tell you how many hundreds of times after a talk that someone asks me this question: Brett, do you think I'm struggling with anxiety or depression? And then they give me a bit of their journey. And I always answer the same way. If you think you're struggling, you probably are. No one's ever walked up to me who's doing well and asked me if they think they're struggling with mental health. Like, nobody would do that. So the point of this video is to give you some things to do before you take medication. I think medication's okay to take, but I think we so quickly put people on it. I would rather you try some things first. So here's what I want to go through. A bunch of them. Number one, I want you to start exercising daily. My suggestion is to walk. I actually walked daily for 6 months and I saw some amazing changes. I'll tag the video above. The point here is to start exercising however you want to. I was once encouraged, though, to live in the middle. It sounds weird, but the point is not doing nothing, but also not doing like a spin class or like running and sprinting. Like, find something in the middle. And anyone who's ever struggled with anxiety, you know that you can push yourself too far, and after you exercise, you can feel more anxious. That's not the goal. You need to find what works for you. This is also not something you're going to do for a week. I want you to make this the plan for the next 6 months and see if there's any changes. And I guarantee you there will be some. Number two, I want you to eat better. And I'm not saying you all have to go keto or vegan or some other diet. I'm just saying eat better today than you did yesterday. Then repeat. Week after week, month after month. Some very simple thoughts here. A, try to eliminate all processed foods. Change chicken fingers from a box to fresh chicken. Prepare good whole foods that don't come from a box in a freezer. B, eat more fruits and vegetables. Now, I add veggies and dip to many meals. I love steamed vegetables, often for dinner, and I put in broccoli, cauliflower, carrots. You can really do whatever you want. It is tough, though, to get as many helpings of fruits and vegetables as you should. And so what I do is I add two things. One is called Veggie Greens, and one is called Phytoberry. They're both from a company called Progressive, and I'll add their Amazon kind of link below. But these both give me between 8 and 10 helpings each of vegetables and fruits, more than I could ever get in a day. I add these both into my morning smoothie. My morning smoothie also has protein, almond milk, water, flaxseed, and recently I've been doing 3 tablespoons of kefir. Kefir is fermented milk, which sounds gross, but you can't taste it and it's really good for your gut. C, I was told by my naturopath that aspartame affects anxiety, so I eliminated all drinks and all foods with aspartame in it. And D, I eliminated caffeine. Are any of you like me? The other day, I had a large iced coffee from McDonald's. Actually, it was summer, dollar days, so I had 2 medium iced coffees because it's cheaper. Anyways, I could feel 10 to 12 minutes later, the caffeine, I could feel it literally kick into my system. You know that you can just suddenly feel it. And it feels like the beginning of a panic attack. Now, I'm in an okay place in my life right now, and I can recognize that the caffeine from the coffee is causing the change in my body. But when you are unwell, just cut it out. Also, for most of us struggling with mental health, sleep is an issue. And the half-life of caffeine is, from what I read, is around 5 hours, meaning 5 hours after you drink a coffee or pop, there's 50% of the caffeine still left in your system. I would encourage you to drop caffeine entirely for a while and see how it goes. Back to our list. 3, I want you to sleep more. And I have a video with ways to improve your, I call it sleep hygiene. I'll tag it above, but I want you to sleep a little more. Sleep is healing and you might need more sleep. Check out the video, see if there's any small changes you can kind of do to improve your sleep. And if you do have really bad sleep for long periods of time, please tell your family doctor. Get them to send you to a sleep clinic. It's a place where you sleep overnight and they put electrodes all over you. And in the morning, they're able to tell you if you have any sleep conditions, things like sleep apnea. Number 4, I want you to start seeing a licensed counselor or therapist. I'm not saying that this has to be a weekly ordeal for the next 6 months, but I'm just saying book a few appointments, sit down with someone and see if there's anything that they can do to help you. I suggest going to someone your friends or your family or your church suggests. It's always great to kind of pull people and you'll find someone good in your area. And if you do not like that person, just realize that you can find someone else. Number 5, I want you to go to your family doctor and get checked out. Do a physical, get some blood work done, see if there's anything wrong with you. I'm a big fan of functional, what we might call integrative medicine. It's using all the people around us, doctors, naturopaths, massage therapists, osteopaths, counselors, etc. They're kind of all spokes on your wheel towards healing. And number 6, I want you to take at least 10 minutes each day to breathe. There are apps like Calm or Headspace that will give you some simple breathing exercises. For people like me, coming from a Christian worldview, there's nothing weird here. This is not prayer or meditation. It is just breathing. Just breathing. If you are anxious, you are probably breathing incorrectly. Quicker breaths. You're breathing more in your upper chest as opposed to deep kind of breathing from your stomach. Put your hand on your stomach and when you breathe and see if it goes out or if your chest does. First time I did one of these apps, I thought this is really stupid. I lay in my bed, put on my headphones, and I did a 20-minute breathing exercise. The entire time, I'm like, this is dumb, and you know, it's kind of all I was thinking, but I kept breathing, and most of it is just breathing. Breathing in, hold, breathing out, and I finished the 20 minutes, and I was a little shocked at how calm I felt. Again, something else for you to try, and this is something you do over and over again and see if it overall calms you. For anyone who feels a little overwhelmed, you do not need to change all of these things today. Why not finish this video and go for a 30-minute walk? Start somewhere. And then maybe look at something else on the list and see what you can do to add into your daily life. The point here is that before you go and take medications, why not see if you can decrease or get rid of your anxiety or depression by doing some of these things in life that I just mentioned. These are a lot easier than going on meds. But again, if you do need all of these things for 6 months, and if you do them all and you're not seeing any gains or improvements, you might need to be on meds. It's an option. But again, I hope no one has to go on meds. If there's any chance something else might work. I would love to hear if you did any of these things and if any of them helped you in your journey with mental health. I'll talk to you soon.